Welcome, fellow Starship Architects. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Cosmoteer Episode 2, Lasers and Cannons. So, what I'm asking in this poll here is, how should I upgrade? Should I try to buy the blueprints for heavy lasers? Should I mix it up and go a little cannon and a little laser? So cannons require ammo, and the ammo stocks that you put on your ship is a bit of a vulnerability, not gonna lie, because if they blow up your ammo storage, that blows a giant hole in your ship, but that's fine. I mean, risk versus reward, it does do a lot of damage. We could go the cannon route, or the laser route, or a mix of the two. So, you guys can decide while I try to max out my profit from all the kills. Alright, so that's that debris. Hey, Fraggles! Thank you for the resub. Is there more debris down here? Or should I should have cleared out the marker. I'll clear these two bounties and then upgrade the ship. If you hold shift, you can queue up planned attacks or planned moves, by the way. Figured I'd mention that. Hey, Jojo Kim. Thank you for the resub, too. So for this fight, I think it's going to be easier for me to knock out their standard cannon, which will cut their damage potential down a lot, rather than try to get to the reactor core. Alright, your main cannon's gone. And there's not a lot of threat that the PDS, the point defense systems, can do, so I can actually accelerate time in this fight. And there we go. Alright, so you guys want me to use a mix of weapons. So the current priority is add projectile weapons. And this is going to be somewhat significant redesign. This is the really easy design to kill. Come on. Your aim is bad. There we go. So, armor got a little dinged up trying to take out that disruptor. There goes the cockpit. And another bounty complete. Is this an indie game? Yeah. Oops, I just, No, I have full roster, okay. I was a little worried that I marooned someone. That's a decent amount of bounties done, and I'd like to bring the ship up to the point where it can start to do level 2 threats in this redesign. So instead of selling the stuff that is in my storage, what I will do is save, call it add projectiles, and then show you the blueprints, because I haven't shown those yet. So when you talk to stations, not all stations will have missions, but typically they will. They have missions, you can hire crew, you can sell or buy goods. And then here, this last one is blueprints. So there are a bunch of different blueprints. You've got laser weapon blueprints. You've got projectile blueprints. So I'm going to be unlocking the cannon and large cannon. I'm going to try to have a large cannon for this ship. Defenses, flak and larger shields, hyperdrives, control rooms, thrusters. I think a large thruster would be a good upgrade to have as well, but I'm not going to spend down my credits just yet. Walkways. So walkways allows for your crew to move in one direction at 200% speed, which is really useful when you're trying to move things long distance. Better reactor cores, ammo factories, and then utilities. So let's go to the blueprint mode, and I'm going to pause the game. So let's try to add a large cannon to the ship. Now, the issue with the large cannon is, as you can see, it is a 3-wide. So it's probably going to be a central gun, but symmetry is going to get thrown out the window a bit, which is okay. So what I'm doing here is, actually, let's move this down. I'll put it there. So I'm going to have one storage bay with the ammo for the large cannon right next to it. And then I would like, if possible, to have 2 shields to protect it. So this is going to be a pretty radical redesign, and maybe not a well thought out one, because having mixed weaponry can be difficult. So I'm just trying to fit everything in and have it laid out in a sort of a sensible manner. But these blueprints are definitely not valid yet. Alright, that might work. So what I'm thinking here is I want the shield generators, blasters, and large cannon to be as close to the power as possible, while also the large cannon being next to its ammo stores, because you're going to want them near both. Then the other thing I'm going to need near all these weapons is crew. So I'll put a crew quarter in here. And then I'm going to need some additional crew quarter. Now, the change of this design recommends that I have a lot more power. So I'm going to be slightly underpowered for this specific design, but it's just how it's going to be. All right, let's put symmetry back on. Then we're going to get our thrusters realigned. So it's very forward-facing, and in this case, it's going to be really important for me not to have enemies come at me any direction but forward. I did mention it might be wise for me to have... maybe I'll do just high efficiency crew instead. So crew doesn't necessarily need to sleep next to where they work. It's just added helpful benefit. It does. The game does, given my current the current weapons that I have on here, suggest that I have more beds. So this gets me up to 18 out of the 20 suggested beds, which is close to the recommended number. I wouldn't mind one more thruster in the back. So it's an interesting design. It doesn't cost me very much. So let's think about vulnerabilities. Right now, I don't have a method to fight fires. Put the doors in. This thruster is kind of far from the reactor. But if we mouse over it, this doesn't have ammo access, so I'm going to have to set up ammo access for it. And its closest crew is not that close. And that's true of a lot of the facilities up there. So this might not be a perfect redesign, but we can fine-tune it. So let's move the airlock hatches somewhere nicer. Put them maybe here. And then to incorporate fire extinguisher. There. Okay, so 2 fire extinguishers, 2 crew hatches. I like it. I mean, it's... We'll see how well it works, but hopefully it will work well. Make it so. So I have very unprotected rear storage. So that would be my only concern. So let's go ahead and contact the station, and I'm going to have to buy ammo. And also crew it up. So this ammo is for cannons and railguns. It's just kinetics. Sell off the things that I'm not using. And let's buy even more ammo. With the redesign of the crew, I'm also going to need to recrew up the ship. So talk to the station. And hire mechs. So now we're all crewed up as much as we can be. It's probably more ammo than I should have bought. Oh well. We'll use it. Okay. Well, there we go. So we've got this storage bay has the ammo for the main cannons. And in terms of resource management, what I'm saying is the ammo that we'll grab for the main cannons, I went to the resource management tab here and then to the supply chain mode. I clicked on this animal store and supplied this this large cannon, and then I can also click the smaller storages and supply the larger storages and supply the small storage. So basically, it's preferred that ammo is stored in here for the cannon. Now, the only issue with this design is with an ammo store really far up front, if my shields get knocked out and this ammo store gets blown up, I'm going to have a very bad day. Very, very bad day. So that would be probably the weakest point of this ship. This is not finely tuned, but we'll see how it operates. So let's go ahead and take out a bounty. And the current priority is going to be fine-tune the new design. And Knoxville, thank you. And Parker as well. Thank you for the resubs. Well, so far, it doesn't look like I lost power in the trip over. So that means that the crew I have is keeping crewed up pretty well. So it's going to be my large cannon versus their standing cannon. And I'll slow time down so that you can enjoy the shots. So here's the kinetic shots. And it missed. That one hit, but not accurately. There we go. They're struggling to keep this manned, so I think what I'm going to need to do is to do crew assignments. That would be the first level of tuning. But there goes their main gun. And I can actually do in-combat crew assignments, so let's go ahead and do that. So the people in here work the main gun and the ammo stores. You guys work this side, and the thrusters. And the back thruster. So now I just have a bunch of people, 6 people working just that main cannon. Are they gone? What happened to them? Did I blow them up? I looked away for 1 second. What happened to their ship? They hit them so hard that they sent them into, like... Did I fling them? I'm not even sure what happened. Oh, I am not... Okay, there's one other assignment to be had. I need someone to actually fly the ship. That's what happened. No one was actually flying. Alright, there we go. Much better. So now I've cut their ship in half. And it's gone. Now, because of the supply chains, this ammo munition storage is going to be full pretty much all the time. All right. So it worked, but some fine-tuning needed for sure. So let's put it through some additional tests. Go after some additional bounties. So I see some of the lasers going offline. It looks like I don't have enough crew for them. Another standard cannon in the middle. We'll just cut this ship in half. I'm watching you. For whatever reason, they weren't manning the cannon. There goes another. I'm going to return to the station and tune this up a little bit. I think adding one more small crew quarter and hiring 2 more crew is going to be the first change I do. Because the crew for these lasers are having trouble finding workforce. I'm also going to sell some of the kinetics because I don't need as much as I bought. I kind of went overboard. So I'll just stick a bunk here. Put a door there. Hire to fill. And assign this new crew to help out with the lasers and the main guns. I like it. We'll see if it works. So fast forwarding time. Oh, I need to fast forward some more. Yeah, now they're moving the ammo up to the front munitions. Come on. There we go. So I have 6 reserve shots. I don't know why we have reserve steel. Let me sell that. So I guess 144 is pretty much the ammo to try to keep on ship. Cool. We're all set. Let's do a clearing asteroid mission, just to show you. And I would say the next big upgrade to this ship is going to be adding a larger reactor. Moving from a small reactor to a medium one. Because if we take a look at these suggestions here, we're slightly under the suggested power. And it's way more efficient to have a medium reactor than multiple small reactor cores. The reactor, you can think of as a small reactor. When someone picks up a battery from a small reactor, it's a small battery. Think of it as like a AAA battery. And when they pick up a battery from a medium reactor, it's like a AA battery. It has more potential power. And then a large reactor would be like a C-cell or something, or whatever, 9 volt. So the larger your reactor is, the more efficient you are at moving power around your ship. So yet another reason to go medium over small. So I think for this design, I'm just going to hammer the center. If the deck gun or the large cannon would fire accurately. There we go. As chat, you might have been able to notice, one of the downsides to projectile kinetics is they're less accurate and they destroy a lot more. So you get a little bit less salvage as a result, because you end up just like nuking everything. In fact, there are nukes, so I shouldn't use the term nuking. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the issues. So in terms of the asteroid field that I'm in, these are the element values. So you've got copper, iron, and sulfur, which aren't worth very much. And then I'll show you a little bit. Not all of them are elements, by the way, because you have Hyperium and you've got this over here is tri-steel precursor. But some of this stuff is worth mining, but a mining laser allows you to mine it a lot more efficiently than just like sending people out to mine. So I'll try to demo that as well. Oh, this looks like a... No, it's not a bigger ship. Man, my large cannons have just been missing. There we go. It's crazy to think this is still space. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, it's crazy to think that, oh, I'm getting shot from behind. Don't do that, you little picadillo. Come on. Knock the disruptors out. Wow, I knocked it. Okay, there it goes. I was gonna say I knocked this entire section of the ship out, but not the disruptor next to it. Well, they're just a floating husk. Some repair costs, because we did get hit a little bit, especially when they were shooting us from behind. And I believe that that is the asteroid field all cleaned up. Did they kill anyone? No, good. All right, I'll show you a little bit of mining. So manually mining with your crew looks a bit like this. Where is that? Try. Okay, here it goes. Looks a bit like this, where you drag over the mining. And you see how I only get 2 of the units out of the, I don't know, possible dozen or so? This is what's accessible by just surface mining. And if you wanted to get the other units, you would need mining lasers to do it. So getting this tritanium deposit would require mining lasers, which I can pull for in the future. We could also try to set up a dedicated mining ship as well. There we go, little tritanium. And let's get home. And I'll poll about additional priorities in just a sec. I want to do one more mission before that, though. Oops. So we made about 320 mining. That's the first time we've mined anything. But here you can see the cost. So the tritanium is worth a lot more than a lot of the other stuff that was out there in the fields. Okay, we're all set to go. So the other mission I wanted to do, which is a little unique or different than the others, is rescuing a station. So rescuing a station is a station in distress, and you have to eliminate the pirates and the point defense platform around the station in order to keep it from being destroyed. And often a lot of these missions will also have some sort of faction affiliation as well. So if you're trying to earn a specific rep, make sure to keep that in mind. Can you have multiple ships? You can. Yeah, you can have a whole fleet. This bounty was just in my way. Figured I'll take it out real quick. Now, I haven't had to design these ships to counter multiple strategies. You know, we don't have anything anti-missile. We don't really have anything anti-disruptor or anti-shield. The level 1 ships tend to just be basic little beaters that are easy to destroy. But as you get up to like level 2 and level 3, they can start to be specialized with shields and missiles and things like that. And that's when you have to put more, thought into your designs. All right, question for you guys. What should my next goal be? do some mining, build a stronger capital ship, fine-tune the ship some more, or other viewer suggestions. You guys vote on that while I save this little station. Alright, that was the defensive platform, so I'm going to back up. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lure the attackers of this station away, because the defensive platform isn't going to move any. I am getting shot to the side by this other ship, but what I'm going to try to do is disable the main guns of this one. There it goes. And now I can change to defend from the side attacks of the other, leaving the first ship that I engaged basically disabled. Nope, we also have a roaming pirate, which might become a problem. Alright, that one's gone. Mark the debris, because I might not have the time to immediately scavenge. Actually, that debris drifted away, because it looks like this roaming pirate is going to come to play. How's the game so far? Good. Hey, Tusk. Alright, I did suffer some damage, so I'm going to repair as much of the damage as I can. But I don't have enough coils to do it all. And this is going to be a rather easy ship for me to destroy. It relies on blaster lasers and it has a front cockpit that's easy to hit. If my main guns would be manned, ahem. Alright, hang on a sec. Oh, did it already? Oh, okay, I already took it out. Some of that is the priority changes I made to the red shirts. He's working against me, so I'm going to edit that roll. Because what ended up happening there was, in the middle of the battle, they decided to start supplying the munitions rather than to actually man the guns. So I'm gonna put it back to where it was. All right, looks like you guys want me to design a stronger capital ship. What weapons should I use? Mix, projectiles, or lasers? Actually, I can even go more granular than that. So let me do that. So I could do lasers, I could do cannons, missiles. Have you guys decide on that? All right, let's go save this station. I don't want to leave the this thing hammering away. So this is a point defense platform. It's more or less stationary. It does have thrusters, but with the thrusters, it's not going to do any moving around. The point of the thrusters is if you ram one of the stations and you drag it away, it will attempt to return back to its original position and to rotate to face you. But there we go. This Dax Echo station has been rescued. Now I'm just salvaging the debris from our destroyed ships. good payment. And then I also built up fringe system resistance reputation in completing that because I saved a fringe station. Another thing to note is the station itself suffered damage. So you can try to min-max this and allow the station raiders to do a ton of damage to the station to then salvage what parts they ripped off of the station and then sell it back to the station. It's a bit vulture-ish, but, you know. I did save them, so I'll take getting paid twice. Oops. It doesn't make you tons of money, but it is it's a nice little boost. And this has higher level bounties for me to take if I wanted. But let's go back to the original station and get paid for the rescue. Or no, for the fugitive bounty I just did. Alright, we'll continue with the mix of weapons. Got it. So the current priority is improve the primary ship. And I think this next improvement is going to require a new name. It's no longer the original ship we started with, so I have a raffle timer right there, and I'll be naming it after one of you guys. Let's talk about wants to have. So probably keep the large cannon. One of the advantages of the deck cannon is the deck cannon doesn't have to be in the front of your ship. It can be embedded behind. So maybe mixing a deck cannon. No, I'm going to stay large cannon, I think. But I am going to want blueprints for better lasers. So let's go ahead and buy the heavy and also the disruptor. And a larger shield generator, as well as a large thruster. And then also the medium reactor core. So here is the ideal design that I'm going to come up with. I'm going to get rid of these small shields and small blasters. I'm going to get rid of the small reactor cores. I'm actually going to nuke a lot of this stuff. So we're going to have a medium reactor, maybe right there. And then the medium reactor is going to feed the large cannon. We'll have small storages for the large cannon. Oops. Yeah, as you can see, this is a massive overhaul. Really not the same ship anymore. So small storages for the ammo. Maybe we'll put the ammo stores behind a little. I'll have to decide that. We're going to want the large blasters as well. The thing with the large blasters is their firing arc can allow them to be embedded like this, sort of sideways, if you wanted. I don't think I'm going to go with that design, though. Not this time around. I'm going to have heavy blasters. But I also wanted large shields, right? So I'm going to put large shields here on either side of the large cannon. Spaced out like this with thrusters that face backwards so that we can slow down. So those are standard thrusters. Then I'll put the heavy lasers Maybe on the sides like this, because they're going to be closest to the medium reactor core. And I'll leave some space, because then I will also include side thrusters as well. And this, I'll mention, this design might suck. I might have to revisit this entirely. But I'm designing it in such a way that we're really focused on keeping everything nice and compact around the power. Okay. Right now, I still have more power than suggested anything. Then, hey, Scorpio, thank you for the resub and gifted subs. Or actually, just the gifted subs. Cheers. So now we're going to think about crew. This is going to have to be a relatively highly crewed mission here. So it suggests 27. I think what I'll do is move this up one and stick some bunks in here so that they're close. They're ready to react quickly. Because that's still a short run for power. You know, everything is a really short run for power around there. And then put some additional crew down here. So this 16... 28 out of this suggested 27. That works. Then we need a cockpit. And the name of the ship is going to be... Oh boy, congrats. I don't even know what to call you. That name right there. All right, so we have the cockpit, and then also the fire extinguishers. That looks good. So what are we missing here? We are missing large thrusters in the back. And then also storage. Thank you for tuning in to Cosmoteer, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this was a one-time only mini-series and also a beginner's plays, so I'm not really looking for gameplay tutorial and feedback help. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timer to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers that supported the miniseries, and viewers also like you that made it all the way to the credits and support the channel. So thank you so very much. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Cosmoteers.